Good morning to all. Myself, Anagail. My thesis project is Aramula Heritage Interpretation Center and Museum. In 2018 flood greatly affected the place Aramula and caused several damage to the traditional heritage units, Paliyodam, etc. And also, post-flood had gifted several historical sculptures from the affected area. For conserving these valuable antiques, they arrived to the concept of heritage museum in Aramula. Aim of thesis project is to develop the land as a major heritage and cultural activity center to the tourists. The focus of the project also will be on local economy restoration by generating local employment which boosts the local culture and tradition. Aramula is a village in the Pathanamthitta district of the state of Kerala, which is about 100 kilometers southeast to Kochi, near Koyanjeri town on the banks of the holy river Pamba. The word Aramula is evolved by two stories, that is, six pieces of bamboo, where the idol is installed in the temple is believed to be brought by the Pandavas in a raft made of six pieces of bamboo. Another reason is the word Aramula is derived from Aran village, which means fertile land on the banks of river. Next is a timeline chart showing the emergence of culture. It is believed that every civilization started with the formation of agriculture. Here, Pamba river valley is the most fertile region. The fertile soil were best suited for agriculture. Thus, they started agriculture and slowly they started their In order settlement. In order to worship, they constructed a temple in between 6th to 7th AD, and it became a part of their life. For attaining leadership, people selected the representative of the head and started control and rule the region. They developed their own rules and regulations, forming groups and communities for worships. People in each region followed their rituals and customs. Slowly, it became a part of their lifestyle and they forced to do so. Later, it became their lifestyle and culture. And this is the history, says how the evolution of Aramula had started. Aramula is a place where rich in cultural significance. It is believed that all this cultural significance evolved by the presence of Aramula temple. The temple is constructed in the Kerala style of architecture and the presiding deity is Lord Krishna. The temple is believed to the highest building in Aramula, that is, it has a height of 6 feet. Inherited gift of Armula Kannadi. The mystery of its production is a family gifted hand over through generation. This handcraft is as beautiful and attractive as the glittering gold purified. It is described as the mirror of goddess Parvati. And the other important festival carried in Aramula is Valangali, which has started in 1972. The board used for Valangali called Palliyodam. It is believed dates of Valangali decided on the basis of the level of water in River Pamba. The other important piece is Vallasadhya, that is 62 traditional dishes served on a plantain leaf. One can see these songs being sung, that is singing of Vanjipata. The other cultural significance of Aramula is mural art, Padayani, Kalari, etc. Village is famous for genius of its craftsmen and the ancient wine. They conducted in the day of September. Tourism is also higher in Onam days comparing to other days. Moving on to build form analysis, this pie chart shows the building morphology. That is, based on height, most of the buildings are traditional houses having one floor. Most of the buildings there are in the condition of kacha and semi-pakka, where buildings near the temples are dilapidated. One front veranda are used for their commercial shops. Buildings there having an age more than 11 to 30 years. Based on ownership, Aramula is a place under archaeological site, hence most of the buildings there are government-owned properties. Next is about the present scenario and user group study. Kerala flood 2018, which causes persistence of life damage and economic loss, cultural heritage, and also most vulnerable during flood. The Palliyodams and Aramula metal mirror artisans had a huge loss in the flood. On the other side, several valuable historical sculptures found from the affected area. Terracotta sculptures were found on the banks of River Pamba shows that a rich civilization had once flourished along the river. This chart shows the working population of Aramula. Most of the families depends on the daily wages. They didn't get any proper revenue or social status by doing this. Also, they didn't get any profit in making Aramula Kannadi. Other hand, it requires higher manpower. This is the analysis part where strength, rich cultural heritage through decades, environment and tourist potential place, which is popular for Aramula Kannadi. Weakness, not getting proper status or money from their job. Lack of public spaces for the tourists, lack of supporting infrastructure for events, lack of cultural institution, opportunity for an institution which provide education, knowledge, and awareness of cultural heritage, an opportunity for tourist destination. Threat, flood affecting region. This is the timeline chart showing the project vision, and these are the issues that I analyzed from this present condition of Aramula, and these are the major objectives that I arrived is that is institution which gives knowledge and platform for rituals, proper revenue, social status, and appreciation of their skills, providing public spaces where people can spend more time, importance of historical and cultural source about Aramula to future generations which evenly promote tourism and which will lead to the development of the society. Next is the case study sheet. I have done 3 live case studies that is Sargala at Sankar Village, Vadakara Kozhikode, Dakshin Chitra Museum, Muthuka, Chennai, Koikal Palace, Nedbanga, Trivandrum. And next is the literature case study that is Virasat Ikalasa Museum, Chandigarh, Punjab, and Shanghai Natural History Museum, China. And I have prepared a case study matrix on the basis of selection criteria, spatial design innovation, structural design innovation, circulation, zoning, and build open nature. First one is Sargala Adsantra Village, Irangal Vadagara. Selection criteria to study learning spaces and how it connects people to art and culture and how promote tourism. And spatial design innovation, design which is environmentally suitable. Structural components which is suitable to surrounding on these issues. No separate circulation for user group. Single circulation is maintained. Build open nature often raises in drive with the build form. Next is the Dakshin Chitra Museum. Selection criteria to study the spatial manifestation of public realm within the complex. The spatial innovation creating a strong sense of public realm within the complex. Structure are built which blends into the South Indian wonders. Structural component uses the vernacular architecture style in respective area. Circulation, multiple circulation is used. Next is the Koikal Palace, Nedbanga, Trivandrum, to studying the archaeological and museum and different functions within it. Represent the traditional Kerala architectural style. Spaces inside are divided into each exhibition space. Conserve structure. Structure, traditional Nalugata building with central courtyard in the middle. Circulation, single entry complex, external spaces allows the free movement. And next is the literature case study that is the Virasat-e-Kalasya Museum. Selection criteria to study the utilization of 3D art galleries in the museum and also to study the spatial manifestation and public realm within the spatial, the oriented towards creating meaningful and inclusive spaces that draw from and represent the geography and culture of the region. Structure use canopy in the bridge which gives an ample view to the roof by conserving the opposite side and also uses the geometric shape as the build form. Circulation single entry having separate service road, giving bridge as a main connecting point to two complex. Next is the Shanghai Natural History Museum, China. Selection criteria to study the utilization of open spaces and the natural elements and how the public interacted to it. Spatial design innovation, the overall shape and building organization was inspired by the nature and one of the purest geometric forms found in nature. In structural design innovation, it is organized in an elliptical cone shape that envelops the atrium. The wall is comprised of 3 layers, with each layer of its own unique geometrical pattern. The complex is used closely linked to its surrounding terrain with a curving green roof to the urban China. And based on this inference that I have arrived, the spatial design innovation at the public function within this built structure with the surrounding. The structure design innovation form resembles traditional Nalagatti style and circulation, active circulation gives life to the old building. And the zoning, the relation with build off. Next, moving on to site analysis sheet. Site is located in Aramula, Koincheri Taluk, Pathanamthitta district, having an area of 6.10 acres. Site is owned by Sri Vijayanth Vidyapitham School. Site is about 10.5 km distant from the Chenganur railway station. Aramula temple is about 0.9 km from the site. Topography. The site is located at the 1 meter level difference from 6 to 14 levels. Vegetation. Proposed site is densely vegetated toward the lowest contours. The density of vegetation is towards the edges. Site has no proper boundary wall. Most common types of vegetated trees are teak, coconut, etc. Site has two entry, one from west, another from the south side. Site is approached by a private road owned by the Sri Vijayanth Vidyapitham School, and the east side of the site consists of paddy field. And this map shows the public realm function in Aramula. Public facilities are lesser, number of parking residence spots were lesser in number, so the opportunity to bring a public function which increase the tourism. This shows the major tourist activity spots. Usually mornings and evenings are seen mostly crowded near the temple. Activities are seen more in temple stretch. This is the basic traffic pattern in Aramula, and it shows it is a lesser traffic region. And this is the land use pattern, that is commercial shops are more concentrated on the temple side, and the residential blocks are shown in the inner part, where the outer cover is the commercial shops. This map shows the soil typology, that is very deep, moderately well-drained clay soil, and this map shows the land use pattern, that is the agricultural land is higher in Aramula, and this table shows the basic rules and regulation. And moving on to this analysis part, where strength, it is a proposed land for the archaeological museum project and good potential views around the site, less traffic region and less noise pollution area. Weakness, site is surrounded by wetland area and site is having a school building which is furnished for temporary. Opportunity which improves socio-economic status of the community, opportunity of enhancing tourist potential, opportunity increase the public amenity stress. Entrance of the site is a narrow road having a width of 6 feet. This is the area statement sheet. It is done on the basis of case study and standard. And next is special topic sheet, that is 3D art gallery. Art gallery is a space, or art gallery is something should educate and understand the real value of art to public. And the most of the art gallery fails to maintaining the network of connection that define the fine arts. We are just following a traditional method of exhibition. Features of art gallery: good lighting condition, good audiovisual, and good circulation. People fail to recommend the exhibition or return if any one of the facilities are inadequate. Museums in Kerala. Majority of the museum in Kerala are following the traditional museum exhibit facilities. And this pie chart shows the level of people participation in the exhibition. And 8.2 percentage of the people perceive and just understand, and 1.2 percentage of the people just read and understand, and 1.4 percentage of the people just walk throughout. And the 3D art galleries are something designed as an immersive experience which all are accessible to everywhere and can read without traditional test or guide. It's all about experiencing and visualizing the art gallery. Art gallery should educating people without any boring contents. And these are the several mediums of 3D art gallery, that is holographic projection, stereoscopic 3D cutouts, miniature sets, etc. And these are the construction techniques of 3D holographic art gallery. Next sheet is about the design development. The integral ideology behind the design is the public active participation in the multiple levels of complex, also enjoy, recreate, and liveness to the museum. The utilization of open spaces, that is the integration of design, is basically giving equal importance in the built and unbuilt spaces. Each built spaces is connected with the green open spaces, gives new visual experience to the visitors. expression of the past, that is the reinterpretation of the elements of the past in the nearby context is used in the design. Response to the climate, maintaining the visual axis and movement axis with respect to the view from the paddy fields and also to the climate. And the connected series of courtyards and open spaces respond to the site and program elements. And also the main intention of this design is to create a visual loop of experience. Things are oriented in west to east direction since view from the west is blocked by the nearby building. So it is oriented in such a way to get a maximum view from water bodies and paddy fields. Massing, gradual increase in the slope with respect to the views. Ground space is given as the semi-open spaces, so maximum height is given for the accommodation building. Zoning, the public building is kept on near to the vehicular access to the site. The institutional components are kept in the edge of the site, which doesn't disturb the other function of the site. And the craft village is placed in the down levels from the central steps, which gives a different experience. Craft village consists of live workshops of mirror, pottery, handcraft units, etc. So the people will get an opportunity to interact with the workers. Accommodation of tourist workers are placed in the northern side of the site, which is having a different access. Moving on to the roof plan, the main entry is given in the southern side and the secondary road is used as a service road. Vehicular movement has been restricted to the periphery only so as to have a maximized pedestrian zone. Service circulation given near to the edge of the site so it doesn't disturb the main function. Parking is given to the eastern side after the drop off to the entrance mandapa. And separate parking is given for auditorium, accommodation, and learning center. Sculpture court is given in the front of the museum in order to regulate the traffic flow to the site and also to create a community involvement. Moving on to the build zoning, public buildings are placed near to the vehicular entry and the semi-public and private area are mostly placed to the secondary access. Visitors enters into entrance mandapa from the drop-off and proceed to their destination. Administration block is zoned in the eastern side from the parking and have a separate access, so its function and activity doesn't disturb the other function. This is the site plan. Moving on to the build planning. Journey begins with the Palliyodan Gallery. Visitors enter into the entrance mandapa from the drop-off, proceed to the next destination, and the entrance contains the sculpture court, ticketing counter, cloakroom, and a corridor spaces. And the journey starts right after this orientation hall. Palliyodan Gallery, which is a semi-open space where you get a basic ideas of Vallangali originates, related folktale stories, etc. So people get an idea about the Palliyodam, also can connect with this Palliyodam court. Palliyodam, which is the largest artifact, so it is placed in the central court, also gives a major landmark to the site. After the Palliyodam gallery, there comes the temporary gallery space where it displays the terracotta sculptures, etc. Administration block consists of office, reception, waiting lounge, pantry, toilets, etc. And this plan shows the first floor plan where it contains the office room, pantry, etc. Next comes to the 3D art gallery is placed after a transition space which is a semi-open space. Visitors get a distance view of the Palliyodam court and also the craft village. 3D galleries which has a different function based on the other gallery, which is a modernized gallery which people get a 3D viewpoint installation court is given in the front of 3D gallery. So each court space has a different character according to each space. Ground floor consists of VR gallery, 3D holographic projection, 3D installation, which has a separate ticket counter. Cafe is placed in the end side of this 3D gallery, which is semi-open space where people can enjoy the outside view. Open exhibition space is given in this side near to this cafe space, and the flood gifted artifacts are placed in this ground floor. And the first floor consists of 3D paintings, miniature structures, storage, artifact gallery, and also the mural gallery. And vertical ventilation is used for this 3D gallery instead of windows. So this 3D gallery, darker rooms are more preferable. Next comes the historical gallery. Historical gallery showcase the Aramola historical assets right from the evolution. Aramula Kannadi, origin, etc. The family generation, those who follows the rituals, customs, etc. People get a basic information right from the evolution. In the ground floor consists of evolution gallery, historical gallery, storage foyer. First floor consists of Kannadi, Aramula Kannadi gallery, and a balcony space, Aramula Kannadi historical gallery, storage space, and a foyer. This is the Live Craft Village. Live Craft Village is owned in between 3D and museum space, and it is also separated by levels, which is an added community income to the site. An energetic environment is created which encourages the workers, and the viewers will feel the pulsating energy of workers as well as the liveliness and spirit. Craft Village consists of open exhibition which showcase the works of workers, active shop bazaars where people get opportunity to buy artifacts, and the live workshops of murals workshop, a stone workshop, Aramula Kannadi workshop, pottery workshop, and handcraft workshops. Next comes the library and restaurant block. And the library contains office room, exhibition space, discussion area, and a bookstore. And the library block is on near this parking area. And library is given in the level -2. The library acts as a communal space where local people can spend more time in and also get an opportunity to read. And the restaurant is placed in the right side from the parking, which is a semi-open space where open dining is also provided in the front, which can be easily accessed from the parking. And the horizontal louvers is used above the lintel, which gives ample ventilation inside the interior space and keeps cool. And seating spaces given in the front of the library can be used as a resting spot. Next is the learning center. Learning center is placed at the right side of the Kuttambilam. The main objective is to promote teaching, learning, and practicing atmosphere, which will not only help the student to learn better, but also impart knowledge to visitors regarding the various aspects of art forms and rituals. And ground floor consists of studio, admin library, resources area, which is faced to the court. The first floor contains a seminar room, conference rooms, and also the staff facilities. Learning center is so near to this craft village, so students can also visit to the workshop region. And the learning center has a separate access from the service road. Parking is also provided near to the learning center. Aramula is not only famous for the Aramula Kannadi, Palliyodam, etc., but also famous for the martial art that is Kalari. Kalari plays a vital role in the training and execution of this performing arts. It has a vast scope to educate people about the dying arts of Kerala, their significant skills, along with the culture. Kalari is zoned in -1 level, which is near to the learning center. As per the belief, Kalari is an art where learning of Kalari should be away from the public, in a space where all four walls covered, and the practice section going on to the ground. Kuttambalam. Kuttambalam is directly connected to through the art gallery, which is gested to connect the auditorium and academic space, which is a performing arena where artists can come and perform. Sculptural court is covered, surrounded by the Kuttambalam. It contains the terracotta sculptures. Lotus pond surrounded by the Kuttambalam gives a traditional ambience to all area. Accommodation is placed in the private part of the site, which is in the level -1, having separate service road. The mess is placed in the ground floor. The mess dining has a capacity of 60. The dining hall is accessed by a separate entry through a lobby. Volleyball court is connected with the pavilion, which is given at the center of the accommodation block. Accommodation is given in the northern part with a separate vehicular access for service. Auditorium, which has a seating capacity of 200, is on in the left side of Kuttambalam, which has two access, one from the service road and other from the Kuttambalam, which is an added community link to the site. Auditorium can be used for outside. Auditorium consists of guest room, reception, foyer, AV room, and the green room.